Climbing Mount Satopanth was part of expedition to Mount Satopanth. There were two aims of this particular expedition. Number one, to train its participants in first aid, and second, to climb the peak. There were two kind of teams in this particular expedition. Number one, the mountaineering team, and the second one being your trekking team. We established our first camp in the Bhojvasa. Bhojvasa being quite spacious enough, we conducted few rescue scenarios and drills. Thereafter, we proceeded towards our next camp. When we reached over there and pitched our tents, we were unsurprisingly met by bad weather and strong winds. Following day, we started proceeding towards our next camp, that is our base camp, in Vasukital. In Vasukital, the remaining first aid lessons were covered and the trekking team was sent back to its respective place. The only team remaining was that of mountaineering. We spent 2 days in base camp because of bad weather. We utilized this time for learning and making further preparations. When the weather cleared, we made a push towards advanced base camp. The peculiarity of this particular camp was that our tents kept on shifting because we pitched our tents on the glacier, and the glacier seemed to be quite mobile. Soon it was time for us to make a push towards summit camp for the purpose of load ferry. The climb towards summit camp was quite challenging and fulfilling in its experience.
जो समिट वाले दिन होगा इससे भी खतरनाक हालत हो जाएगी उस दिन यही से जाना है हमने बहुत ही खतरनाक हालत इसलिए आज थोड़ा सा प्रैक्टिस हो गई परसों हम आएंगे अभी तो देखना नीचे जाते जाते क्या हालत खराब होती है
अभी तो और एनर्जी लगेगी सर
ज़्यादा होगी ज़्यादा
अभी
गैप बना के चलेंगे
अभी बहुत कुछ बाकी है मैं अपनी शक्ल भी ले लेता हूँ
और देख लिया था उधर क्रेवस वो रास्ता देख लिया था कैसा था अच्छा था आ जाता
Once we reached the summit camp, we dumped our load, made a short recce, and prepared ourselves to come down to advanced base camp. We took a break of 1 day and revitalized ourselves. After that, we made a final push towards summit camp and occupied it. On reaching the summit camp, we were met by gusty winds and bad weather. we had to halt our push towards summit camp by 2 days. The days were clear with gusty winds and nights were full of clouds. Then we took this as an opportunity to climb the peak in the vicinity. It was unnamed and unclimbed peak. It was an opportunity for us to have a peak on our name, gain height, and acclimatize more. Finding the opportunity, we made a push towards summit, all the way through notorious Knife Ridge. By the break of dawn, we had already crossed it and reached the first slope of Mount Satopanth. Soon we were atop Mount Satopanth and the weather again started getting bad. So before it was too late, we clicked some pictures, hoisted the national flag, and prepared to descend towards summit camp and subsequently towards advanced base camp.
Good morning, people. My name is Shahid, and right now I'm on the summit of Mount Satopanth, 7025 meters. Day today is 28th, and it's absolute white out, so there's nothing much for me to show you around. Surrounding peaks cannot be shown you because of the whiteout, and now it's the time for me to return.
The overall experience of climbing Mount Satopanth was great. We had a lot of things to learn, a lot of first aid aspects to learn, practice, and all this learning and experience was very valuable in our future climbs.